5.
Oh, ya hay word. So I have the brown one.
Oh no, I don't know how to do this. I don't know. Oh my god. This is not. I can't share it. Why can't I share it?
You do notes there?
No, I'm not. I wish.
You're too tall.
Oh, finally.
Too tall.
Just put that there. I see you guys filming something.
Yeah, we're like taking photos.
Awesome.
Manny.
Jeff. Pleasure.
Anna.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, I was gonna go live on the Facebook. I'm young. Yeah. Just pick that up. But I guess
That's tough. So they don't have an account that they were going to give you access to.
Like the YouTube?
Yeah, they have.
No,
an
it's
account.
because like the way that we open like the live stream, we're using our AF account, and that's blocking an app for him to like live stream through the drone.
for YouTube,
Yeah.
for YouTube.
Okay, so you're gonna use your phone?
Yeah, we're just gonna use a phone.
Okay.
You know, so if they had an account,
They're not gonna be able to hear, but I guess they can
Well, what
see.
They can
could do is
hear.
They can hear it?
that
Yeah.
other
Oh,
page
okay.
That if they want to watch it, they can watch it on their page.
Yeah.
That's it. But you'll just have a bunch of friends, a bunch of brand new friends on Facebook.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up?
But no, like YouTube.
Oh my God,
YouTube
this one.
app is why. I guess it's just. I don't know why, but it's just easier. But usually when I go by, it's like
Facebook.
so, let's see.
It's not focusing.
No.
Double tap or something. Tap. No. Yikes. Yeah, I've never used Zoom.
Well, why is the phone doing that?
Oh, I
Did
think
you
it's
zoom in?
It's like a filter. It's a filter. No, so it's that background blocking thing. So if I stick my finger there, it'll show. So there's like a filter on. What is it? Background filters.
Oh, there we go.
Wow. Thank you.
Where are you? Say cheese.
So, no, Shauna.
We're live streaming.
Sorry.
She's funny.
Yeah. Shauna wants the link for the live stream.
Okay, it's getting there.
You should have a sign that says on here. Yeah. Live.
Listen, that's number 2. Okay. I want a picture with Mary Smiles.
Huh?
Wait, that's the school nurse.
Yeah.
So neat.
I know. It was lovely.
We're garbage cans right there.
All right.
All right.
How do I?
What's up, bro?
How do they get the live stream?
I don't know who turned the light on, but
We need to turn it down a couple.
just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Is it on Facebook? What's it on? Oh, okay.
Like, we need to go upstairs and send this. Yes. In case the phone needs
Charging.
charging.
By the way,
Yeah.
I hate Jason. I don't know why.
Oh, sorry.
I like loathe that name.
Who?
No, my name.
Oh,
Jason.
He doesn't like Jason.
Because like when I was younger, I couldn't say it.
Okay.
Because I was always congested to just like Jay.
Yeah.
So I tell when my mom calls me that, that's like
Well, that's like my friend Danny. Her real name is Danielle. Nobody calls her that except her mom. Even
Yeah.
her grandma called her Danny.
yeah.
So she ended up marrying my ex-husband. When I first met her, one of his baby moms. I'm just saying. Over here, don't know. I know.
Halfway kind of.
Why is this having- it doesn't touch
So I mean, I can vouch for Joe. So the acting speeds are trying to I don't want to be responsible for something. So this is actually it's what is it?
I gotta get.
What's up, Molly?
Hey, not much. I just don't have, no one has jobs for me, so I've just been kind of awkwardly standing around and doing what I can whenever. Yeah. Oh, does it need to be?
Yeah, I think it. Oh, yeah, my big game in there. So,
It's beautiful though. The balloon, I think they did such a good job setting this up. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, I saw it a little bit.
That's all right.
Oh no, okay, so just age group. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I got it. Oh yeah. See, I don't know anything about drones. I just watch like the YouTube videos of the footage. Yeah. That requires a lot of attention. Ooh. And is it like the kind of thing where if the battery dies, it just kind of like will drop?
Well,
Where
from what I saw, they had DJI like in return to wherever it took off
oh,
from.
got it.
sometimes, unless you cancel it, then it goes just, you know. But,
That's interesting. No, it's like, well, it's not really related, but I asked because I started seeing, have you seen people on like motorized motorcycles? I just started seeing that. And I was just like, how do those work? And I guess when the battery dies, those people just stop and often just like eat a bunch of meat. And it's like, it doesn't have like a mechanism. But yeah, that makes sense. I didn't even think there'd be so many rules to govern drones. Yeah, I mean, that makes, yeah.
It's like big time.
Yeah.
But also, especially,
Yeah.
it's like if you have a bird, of course, one is bird.
Yeah.
If you have a bird, it's like I'm sure it is. I don't know how well those things are like $1,700.
Oh, geez. Yeah.
And it just it's not, especially the way they.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you really don't know. I can already say.
Okay.
I even asked the question. I was like, you know what?
Yeah, it is insane. I'm just glad it didn't rain. I was worried they were gonna get some rain for the graduation.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah. I mean, just based off of the way it looked this morning.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I just can't believe it. No, these kids are in person. If they're not paying attention.
I don't even know. Is it live right now?
I have no idea. Let me see. Let me go on. It would be the AFPMA middle. I don't think so. If it's that account. If it's just the waves, they're not live right now.
Because that's gonna drain the battery, won't it? If it's just like one.
Yeah, I don't know if that it might have a charging mechanism. I know some of them do, but is it? Oh, interesting. Oh no, it is on Zoom. No, it is on. They're okay. So they're not streaming from the Instagram. It's Zoom. So okay.
So turn the face on.
No, it's the camera's on. It's just facing.
Right.
Yeah.
So they're streaming live now or no?
I think they are. I think because it's when I like tap it, it's got the meeting setting. So if it just looks like it does say participants 1. So maybe I don't know. Maybe it's a webinar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it definitely looks like an active Zoom.
No.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, I didn't recognize John. You need water. Oh yeah. That's all. We're trying to figure out what. I also want to say I could have parked in the back of the parking lot. I didn't. I was like. Now I'm looking at that. Not I was at that. Not really. Not parking.
You know what though?
What?
Like, they already have cameras, so I'm just gonna like,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna throw this back in the car. All of it.
Yeah, that makes sense. That way you could like enjoy it more. Presently. But that is a really cool camera. I've never seen I've only seen like, you know, a DSLR that's like black or gray.
Oh, really?
Or, yeah. That's cool.
I'm gonna. Yeah,
Oh, sorry. We're sitting right in front of your camera. That's the
that's
screen. Oh, that's the screen. Yeah. Yeah. By the way, I think partly it's a good question. So it is an active Zoom, but who's letting us go in? The Zoom. Or is it like webinar mode? Do they want to okay. So yes, y'all might be so I my families are still online. 25 families are still not checked there because they're not sure. What do you want to do?
Can you do me a huge favor? Do you mind just standing here with this phone, like just
Yes.
that was why that sounds good. I'm still
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, I had it working. It's like the link goes to YouTube. So that is streaming on Zoom, but it's like, I was just standing in front of it. Yeah, just so you know, I think it's sort of weird, but like there, it's so much stuff. Yeah. I'm trying. I'm like covering it. I like how this is I had this snorkel mask in my car. Oh my god. I opened it up today. Well, I was like, I love it. I'm like, no, I'm ready to go. And then Elijah with his 10 shirts and then books. I'm like, 10 shirts in the book. Okay. I learned some underwear. Yeah. Right. Still gotta get some food. Mom, yeah, I know, but I went by pasta today instead. Everything starts. You now figured out that everything takes me longer. Everything. I'm a sloth. Sloth mode. That's how I operate. You'll see on vacation. Very slow. So. Is it all rubbed in? Well, I thought this was the face one, which comes out thicker, and it's the body one, which comes out red. You want some? I lost it. I'm giving up. Huh? Said this way, I'm giving up. I still got my tan line from April. Yeah, I was making sure. Yeah. Do you from April?
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody. All right, stop playing with me. How we doing today? So, if you're as hot as me, say, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, just making sure that we're in the same place. We're going to get started in about 5 minutes. We're trying to make sure that we have as many of our founding families here. So thank you for your patience. We have water. Let us know what you need. We're going to get started in another 5 minutes. Thank you.
Buenas noches, familia, ¿cómo están? Qué bueno, le vamos a dar 5 minutos más a las familias para que se sienten y después vamos a empezar, ¿ok? Gracias.
Okay, how's that? I was looking. I'm finally getting one. How come they're like 1,200 nuts? How come I can't find one for less than a grand? What? 80. That's what I'm saying. Really? You know when we were gonna do like a gold order, but she didn't let me, but like I got an air it was okay. So I was like, I was thinking I could just get one for like 7,800. And I'm like looking, I'm like, I see 12 at like 12 is like, oh,
Thank you. Oh, Alex is mom, right?
Alex and
Isabella. Nice to meet you.
Kelly Beachy, we were on the phone the other day.
Thank you.
I just wanted to double check with you because Sean told me to pick one out, and I'm like, damn. I'm like, Sean wants to pick one. How are you, Kelly? Good. How are you doing?
I can see it in your eyes that you are restless. Time has come for you to leave. It's so hard to let you go, but in this life I know you have to be. You were made to be. As you step out on the road, I'll say a prayer. So that in my heart, it always will be there. This is not goodbye. I know we'll meet again. So let your life begin.
Those things?
Oh,
they're already there.
Think of your sixth graders.
Stirring in your soul has left you wondering, should you stay or turn around? Just remember that your dreams, they are a promise, that you were made to change the world. So don't let fear stop you now, 'cause this is not goodbye. I know we'll meet again, so let your life begin, 'cause this is not goodbye. It's just I love you to take with you until you're I know the brightest star above was created by the one who loves more than we'll ever know. To guide you when you're lost. What started as a still small voice is raging now, and your only choice is to follow who you are. So follow who you are, 'cause this is not goodbye. I know we'll meet again. This is not goodbye. take with you until you're home. It is our few to take with you till you're home. It is our few to take with you till you're home.
Kind of thinking. Where are you from? I don't like the idea. Oh, the bad. No, but I'm right on the Still an extra water? Yeah, that's what I'm supposed to ask. You asked it.
Good evening. Come on, we did this before. Good evening. My name is Donovan Tracy Jr., and I so happen to have the wonderful position of principal at Achievement First Providence Academy Middle School. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being with us through the heat. And we are about to get started in 20 seconds. I would ask that please silence your phones. Please make sure that when there's a speaker speaking, that you're with me or anybody who's speaking, and please enjoy your time.
Buenas noches, familias, ¿cómo están? Bienvenidos a la graduación de octavo grado, nuestra primera graduación. El señor Tracy se presentó como el principal de nuestra escuela y él dice que es un honor y un privilegio para él estar aquí esta tarde. También le pide que por favor apaguen sus celulares cuando alguien esté hablando para que puedan poner atención a todas las presentaciones que van a tener los que están hablando. Y disfruten y vamos a empezar en 20 segundos.
Good evening, families. We are so excited to see you. I'm so excited that we were able to make this happen and all be together. A few safety reminders. We are still following a few COVID guidances, so please make sure that you wear your mask at all times, that you are washing your hands. If you need to use the restroom, there are restrooms directly behind me in the building. And other than that, please enjoy your time here with us today.
Buenas tardes, familia. Esta es la señora Boyer, que es la directora del Departamento de Oficinas de las Oficinas, y ella dice que por favor vamos a seguir algunas de las reglas de las restricciones de COVID. La número 1 es usar sus máscaras siempre, y la segunda es si tienen que usar el baño. Los baños están localizados adentro del edificio, en esta parte de atrás. Pueden entrar, por favor, después que lo usen, se lavan las manos para mantener la sanidad entre nosotros. Muchas gracias y disfruten esta tarde.
And without further ado, please welcome our graduates.
They're coming now. Hurry up.
It's coming out.
There's no way to ever pay you back. Bless your heart. Don't get so down. What need now? What you matter. Six in the morning. Soon as you wake up, I need you again. Words out of order.
Bye.
It's not as long, not around. All day on your feet. I know, but it feels like the end of the road. You don't let go, you just press forward. Even then, it makes no way to go. Smile in my face when we fall. No, it's hard. There's no way to bring you back. Bless your heart. No, I love you back. Honest and selfless. I don't know if this helps you, but good job. You're doing a good job. Good job.
Antonio.
Good job.
Can you look at me? Thank you.
World needs you now. Know that you matter.
Yes, so I can get a photo.
Yeah. You're doing a good job,
You're at the end.
You're doing a good job. Don't get so down. The world needs you now. Know that you matter. Yeah. The mothers, the fathers, the teachers, the readers, strangers, the friends. That you're up in the air, from the bottom to the top. Listeners that hear us, this is for you. You make me feel.
Buenas tardes, familias. Para que puedan entender el discurso que va a decir el principal, por favor miren el programa en la página número 3 y van a poder leerlo en español. Gracias.
So I'm gonna be real. I'm very nervous because we have a sea of smiling faces and a sea of potential. So please bear with me as I stutter, stop, and go. In 1936, Jesse Owens boldly stood at the start line in lane 3 at the Berlin Olympics. Black, bold, talented, and unapologetic about taking his rightful place atop the podium. It didn't matter who was in lane 2. It surely didn't matter who was in lane 4. And it actually didn't matter that he was drowned in a sea of white faces. The only thing that mattered was that he was tried, tested, prepared, and laser focused on the goal, standing at the top of the winner's podium. Just as Owens only visualized winning, we stand here on the precipice of history as the first graduating class of Achievement First Providence Academy Middle School. This year, our students stood in our own lane 3. The COVID-19 pandemic to our left in lanes 1 and 2, the remote virtual override in lane 4, and the crowd of racial tension, protesters, onlookers, and naysayers surrounded us. But it did not matter. It didn't matter that, unlike Jesse, many could argue that our starting line had been placed at least 400 yards behind other communities many generations before. It did not matter that the very system we sought to improve and enrich was created to engulf our potential and swallow us whole. It did not matter because, just like Jesse, we were tried, tested, prepared, and laser focused on our goal to graduate high school, college, career, and pursue our passions. We as Waves came together, worked past all the odds, and have made it here today. Without further ado, greetings to our families, staff, leaders, and honored guests. Welcome to the 2021 8th grade graduation of Achievement First Providence Academy Middle School. So without further ado, I am proud to introduce Mrs. Morgan Carter. Let me tell you a little bit about Mrs. Morgan Carter. Morgan Carter was the founding principal at AF Providence Elementary, where she proudly served for 5 years. Currently, Mrs. Carter is a math coach on our Achievement First Navigator team, supporting schools across the country in implementing Achievement First elementary math program. We are so thankful for Ms. Carter being here with us because she jumped at the chance to come honor our graduates who are some of her favorite kids in the whole world, all while having a new 1-month-old baby boy at home. Thank you, Mrs. Morgan Carter.
How's everyone doing? Yeah? I'm a little nervous too. Good evening, AF Providence Middle School team and family, graduates, families, friends, and staff. I could not be more honored to be here today, celebrating this incredibly special group of students. My name is Morgan Carter, and 8 years ago in August of 2013, I had the honor of a lifetime to be the founding principal of Achievement First Providence Elementary as we opened our doors for the first time. And I did this together with many of you. Today, I'm delighted to have the unique opportunity to recognize and celebrate you graduates, the AF Providence founding class, for your accomplishments. Whether you began with AF Providence on the very first day, or if you joined us along the way. When I think back 8 years ago, I'm incredibly humbled by all that you have accomplished and how much you all have to be proud of. It's kind of crazy how much can change in 8 years. Our school was the very first Achievement First school in Rhode Island. I still remember in 2013 when Achievement First Rhode Island was just half of 2 renovated floors in our building behind us, with 180 brilliant students and 25 founding staff members. Our families all fit comfortably in the front third of the auditorium. We had more than ample parking in our parking lot, which is hard to believe, I know. And many of you are now soon-to-be high school freshman scholars or adorable little first grade bumblebees. You are learning to read, adding and subtracting, and asking for help opening your oranges at lunchtime. You would skip down the hall
stopping every adult to celebrate passing your most recent step test. And you would laugh as you sang, "Hey Tarzan" in Mr. Hogan's drama class. You insisted Beatrice the Bee was really a teacher wearing a costume. I stand by my statement that she really is just a giant bee roaming the hallways. Totally normal, right? Year after year, you've been the leaders of your school. You set the example for classes of students younger than you. Being the leaders comes with great responsibility, and it's also a unique opportunity. It's an opportunity to set an example, to soak up every bit of knowledge and experience you can, to continue to discover your strengths and interests, what makes you uniquely you, and to strengthen the power you already have inside of you to impact the world you live in and to build the future you want for yourselves. As you prepare to take this next step in your lives, I want you to remember how you've already started to make an impact over these past 8 years. You modeled being engaged citizens by running food drives. Because of you, people who needed food were provided with meals. You showed how important it is to celebrate what makes you special by emceeing and performing songs, dances, cheers, and stand-up comedy routines in the annual talent show. Because of you, more and more kids performed each year. They found their voice, took a risk, and showed off what makes them special. You made your voice heard by attending rallies in the State House downtown. Because of you, more schools were opened in Rhode Island that gave families and kids choice about where they can go to school. Because of you, the world has already become a better place in big and small ways over these past 8 years. Achievement First Rhode Island went from one school with 2 grades in 2013 to now, 8 years later, having a full Achievement First family of 5 schools, soon to be 6 with your high school, where again, you'll be the founders. This would not have been possible without you. Together, we have built Achievement First in Rhode Island, and for that, I hope you are incredibly proud. It gives me chills to think ahead to where you will all be 8 years from now and everything you will accomplish. As you embark on your next 4 years as high schoolers, carry these memories with you and remember how many ways the world has already become a better place because of you. High school will challenge you in new ways. You will make new friendships and solidify existing friendships. Continue to discover who you uniquely are. Take the leap and decide what your next step after high school will be, and explore how you want to make your mark on the world. You will again be the founders, building our very first high school. So I want you to imagine 4 years from now, you're sitting in your high school graduation cap and gown. Your families and teachers are beaming with pride around you, and you think, because of me. What do you want that sentence to be? Whatever you want it to be, I truly believe that you can make it happen. There isn't a group of kids out there who are more ready to take on this new adventure. You've got this. Congratulations, graduates. As you head off into the summer to enjoy a very well-deserved break, leave knowing what amazing kids you truly are. Your teachers, principal, families, and I are so proud of you and all that you've accomplished these past 8 years. And we love you.
So as a reminder, some of the speeches are translated right in your program. So make sure to keep referring back to there. Thank you, Ms. Carter, for being our first founding class speaker, keynote speaker, and we're very honored to have you speak for us today. So if you would take this token of our gratitude. We'll give you a hug for these people watching. So next up, I would like to cue up Dean Derek Whitaker.
You saw how I looked before you came out, right? Just remember that. This is because of you that I worked this hard. So I have the esteemed privilege to lead our activity. This activity is called You Are, You Will. And I do have some friends who are going to help me with this. And so thank you in advance. And we just want you to know that you already have everything you need to conquer the world and then some. And so you are and you will do great things and continue to do so. You are the first. As you journey ahead, you create a path for those behind you to follow.
The road ahead is uncertain, but you continue. It's in your nature.
You will be loud. No one will silence your passion or dictate your thoughts. You will use your voices to lift those who have been silenced.
You are trendsetters. As the first graduating class, the future will follow. You will teach others what being a wave truly means.
You are pioneers. You are forging the path ahead, exploring uncharted territory. We are excited to see what this next chapter brings.
You are innovators. You create, reimagine, you create possibility. It is your out of the box thinking that will bring possibility to the world.
You will make history. You will change the world for the better. Your inner compass will guide you through highs and lows.
You are unique, the first in a long line to come, setting the bar for future 8th graders and helping future alumni.
You are determined to be your best selves. You are a team that always looks to improve. We have bright futures. We are family.
You are the future leaders of this planet. You must make the most of your time here. You are the hope for tomorrow and for today. You will be the first graduating class of Achievement First Rhode Island, and we are so proud of all of you.
If we can have all of our speakers just stand up one more time. I know the mask makes it weird, but just in case you're wondering who these beautiful voices are, we have Miss Lens. Go ahead and wave your hand. Miss Lens, where you at? Right side. There we go, Miss Lens on the right. We have Mr. Oh, throwback, wave that hand. We have Miss Martinez, the one and only. We have Miss King, throwback. We have Miss Bacon in the building. Miss Fuji in the building. Miss Asia Parks in the building. We love you. Congratulations. I forgot it's me again, so here we are. It's a lot of Miss L time. Is she gonna miss it next year? Oh. I heard some yeses. That's okay. I'll show up. I heard the school's right down there. I have a car now, kind of. Okay. So it is my privilege to introduce our additional student speakers today. So we had a wonderful keynote, and now we have your amazing peers here to greet you and address you all. And so these 2 students have been chosen for specific reasons. One student represents the strength of our culture, of our compass habits, of our integrity, of what we hope that every child in Providence can gain the skills to be able to demonstrate every day in our outside world. We also have a scholar who has demonstrated academic excellence, and that's an understatement. And so I first want to introduce our tidal wave of the year for the class of 2021, voted by their peers. Please help me in welcoming the one and only Gianna. Family, friends, staff, and fellow graduates, everybody. I would like to start by thanking my mother, Gloria B, Eddie, my 2 aunts, Florimar and Charlene, my grandfather, Francesca, my grandmother, Guppy, my godmother, and of course the ones watching over us today. While thanking all of our parents, we also have to thank the people who had to deal with us through our whole 8th grade experience. So of course I have to thank Mr. Brown, Miss Lenz, Miss Hannah, Mr. Dominici, Miss Montero, Miss Marsh, Miss Dussault, Miss Souza, Mr. Ron, Mr. Phoenix, and that's just the content classes I had this year and my enrichment classes. But also having to thank our principal, Mr. Tracy, everyone who had to work in the office, and of course our deans. Oh, thank you all, because you guys helped me for like so much. The simplest smile, laugh, and even a private little message.
It helped me through so much. So thank you, because you guys are all the reason I'm up here today. Whew. As we have grown, so has our school. Ideally, I would like to start with our 5th grade experience, but I have no memory, so we're going to start from 6th grade. I remember wishing to myself that I was going to be the best I could be. I was going to be the greatest because I wanted this specific award. But that year I was placed in a class with all of my very close friends, and let's say that didn't happen. I spent that year trying to fit in and acting out instead of doing my work, and that led me to go down in most of my classes. So let's just say I didn't earn the award that year. And so then on to 7th grade. And this time the teachers learned from their past mistake and they decided to split us all up. Didn't really work either, because even though they split us up, we met in the bathrooms and on the playground. And eventually I met new friends and again spent that year fitting in and acting out. But then one day we were laughing in a classroom and the next we were trying to sign in through our Chromebooks. The first week was fine. I thought this was amazing. Like, I didn't have teachers on my back. I could do my work on my own time. But that got old really fast. So I believe that learning through a computer was not the easiest. It was obviously different for everybody. But I couldn't decide if it was the best thing for me or the worst thing for me. Because, as of course, home has many distractions. Like, we have our phones, family members, computers, our beds. But also we have distractions at school, like our friends laughing, playing, and overall just not paying attention. So, I don't know. But then I realized that it was better for me. I did my work and I learned how to make a phone call because I wasn't going to do that before. I learned how to steer away from all the distractions and focus on my studies. And so I say that virtual learning was a good thing for me. So on to 8th grade, and this award just seems so far away by then. I thought we weren't gonna have a graduation because of Corona, and I thought I was never going to be good enough because there was always going to be somebody better than me. So at that point, I kind of lost sight. I thought not only that this year was going to be the hardest because I was watching my teachers through a screen, but because it was the 8th grade. I thought about how I slacked off those 2 years and how this was the year to be great because I no longer had the distractions I once did. So if I wanted to get into a good high school, this was the year to be the best I could be. But now writing this, I realized I didn't get the award the years I swore to be good, or the years I swore to be the best. I got it the year I stopped thinking about who was the best and I started trying my best. And I started shining light on a little bit of competition. And for that, I have to thank Hugo and Emmanuel, because as you guys were just being your best, I was constantly trying to one-up you, and that made me better. So I have to say I grew up in this building. I learned how to read in this building. I learned how to write my first word, my first sentence, my first paragraph, my first essay, my first speech. So I don't even know how many times I have cried in this building. And it's crazy to know that today may be the last time. But one thing I do know is that I'm gonna be back. This is not the last time that I'm gonna walk those hallways. This is not the last time that I'm gonna play on this grass, because you might think you have gotten rid of me, but I will be back. So, we have always been the leaders of this school, and we have always been the models for the babies. And it's crazy to think that for some of us who are leaving this school, that we're going to be the babies in the halls of high school. But for today, we are saying goodbye and we are letting go of this building so we can meet new ones. I'm going to tell you right now that there's no script for high school. It's going to be hard, and I've heard it's really hard. there's gonna be times when you're gonna want to give up. And you just remember this quote. The man is not finished when he is defeated. He is finished when he gives up. Richard M. Nixon. So I have to say every ending has a new beginning, and it looks like we made it to the beginning. Thank you and goodbye.
And so as I mentioned, we have a second speaker this afternoon, and this goes out to our highest achieving scholar across their 8th grade year. If you were to ask any scholar or teacher, they would name this young person without hesitation, with lots of pride, and with lots of enthusiasm, because we support each other here. And so without further ado, I'd love to welcome to the stage the 2021 highest achievement in academics to Hugo.
Well, my friend before me, Giada, had a great speech. Tough to beat, definitely. But I just want to start off by thanking everyone here, taking time off today to be here, to the first graduation of Achievement First Middle School. I want to thank the Lord for all his guidance throughout my middle school experience. I want to thank my teachers for all their wisdom that they have shared with me. I want to thank my parents for all their efforts and support that they have provided. And I want to thank my classmates for all the memories that we've shared and hopefully we'll continue to make. I remember this one time in 7th grade. It was right before Corona struck. Christmas, it was a week of Christmas. We got gingerbread houses. That day was a messy day. Icing, frosting, bread all around your chairs and your desk. That's certainly a day that I'll remember with great fear. Throughout middle school, I've learned many lessons. One of them being that hard work never goes without reward. And as Nelson Mandela once said, education is the best weapon to use to change the world. And I have learned a lot of education throughout my years. I've learned how to do multiplication with fractions, divide and fractions. And just recently, I've learned how to do the Pythagorean theorem. Very complicated thing. There's a lot to say, a lot to do, but I just want to keep it short and simple. This year has been very complicated for all of us. As we've stated before, online learning, distractions, but we managed to get through it all and to finish and graduate. So for that, I just want to give a round of applause for our 8th grade graduates and thank them all. Well, I'm short of words now. No, I just want to just say thank you again to everyone, to my friends. I'll name some of them right now. Mr. D, thank you for always being there, always helping me, always pushing me. To my teachers, Ms. Lentz and Mr. Saya, always being there, giving feedback to my work, showing me how to improve and how to write in conclusion. To my history teachers for being great and teaching great subject. I'll never forget the lesson about the WNBA and feminism. Great lesson, great day. I appreciate you guys. And I just, once again, round of applause for everyone here. You've all been great. Me gustaría repetir todo eso, lo que acabo de decir en español para las familias hispanas. Bienvenidos a todos a la primera graduación de la escuela. Me gustaría agradecer a Dios por todo su apoyo que me ha dado en estos últimos 4 años. Me gustaría agradecer a mis maestros por todo su apoyo y conocimiento que me han dado. A mis padres por todos sus esfuerzos y su apoyo que me han regalado. Y a mis compañeros por todas las memorias que he compartido con ellos. Este año ha sido muy complicado y he aprendido muchas cosas. Y una de esas cosas es que el trabajo duro nunca va a ser recompensado. Como Nelson Mandela dijo una vez, la educación es la arma más poderosa para cambiar el mundo. Y esa educación yo la voy a usar y la usaré para cambiar el mundo. Hay muchos cambios que hacer, pero tengo tiempo. Tiempo son unas cosas que nos ha dado el Señor. Y en este año muy complicado, a pesar de todas las distracciones que hemos tenido, hemos pasado y nos hemos graduado todos. Así que gracias a todos por un año excelente.
Round of applause for Hugo. Our student recipients to come back to the front of the stage so that we can award them with the medal. So if you would please join me back up front. Round of applause. Oh, mira, this one. I messed up this out. Yeah. We are at the midpoint of our kind of schedule for the evening, and so did want to do a quick housekeeping after Mr. Pellerano does some of our family awards. Many of us will want to be moving and getting ready to take pictures of our scholars, rightfully so. For anyone who has little ones, just please keep them close to you again for our COVID guidance and safety. All family members should be together. No children should be on the playground until our proceedings have completed and all graduates are transitioned back into the building. So thank you for the housekeeping. Mr. Pellerano.
Good evening, families. Mr. Tracy, I'm going to go off script here, so I'm going to need you on that side, please. Yes, sir. So we've been here for quite a bit. It has been hot under the sun, but we need to hear from our crowd. So we have something here at the Providence Academy Middle School that says wave rides and waves cannot be stopped. So when I say waves on this side, you respond rides. When Mr. Tracy says waves on that side, you say cannot be stopped. And let's see what happens.
It's gonna be a bunch of confused people.
Waves!
Waves!
Waves! Cannot be stopped! A little bit more. Waves!
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 Cannot be stopped!
Well, I really want to go off script here a little bit. But I want to say good evening, families, staff, and most important of all, our first graduating class of Achievement First Rhode Island 2021. 2021. It is a privilege and an honor to be here with you this evening, celebrating this important milestone in your lives. I just want to share a very short reflection because there's no way I can follow those speeches. Okay? I've learned over the years that family is not just blood related. It's far more than that. Family consists of the people who support you, who love you, and who can confide in you and deposit all their trust. And we've learned to grow as a family since we started this journey in 2013, as Ms. Carter shared. We're perfectly together, one unit, with all of our imperfections. I have the privilege today to recognize our 45, yes, you heard that number right, so we're gonna be here for quite a bit. 45 founding families who are still with us in this journey. Bear with me, and here's how we're gonna do this. I'm gonna call the family of the scholar. And you're gonna hold the applause until the end because they deserve the loudest the greatest, not that, but the loudest and greatest applause from all of us on this journey. Are we ready? Yeah. The energy's a little low, Miss L. It's hot. Okay, we'll give them that. All right. Family of John Mark Arias Almonte. We're gonna try. I was told that if I don't say Almonte, I'll be in trouble. So I make sure I say all the names. Mayshawn Barrett. If you stand up, the families, just stand up. Andrea Bertrand. Felina Boy. Devin Burns. Angelenis Cabrera. Kaylee Cabrera. Angel Calderon. Emily Cortez. Josue Cosnolasco. Justin Davis. Melvin Duncan. Michael Estacio. George Galicia. Adrian Garcia. James Gilbert. Ezekiel Green. Rochelle Gruyon. Ida Jen. Destiny Johnson. AJQ. Jelani Lee. Diego Lopez. Jonathan Lopez. Acacia Mam. Abigail Martins. Jonathan Mata. Eliana McAfee. Sarita Morales. Emmanuel Augusenia. Shauna Shaw. Shailene Osorio. Giada Pagan. Alexandra Pelaez. Antonio Pareca. Alejandro Pozo. Kaylin Ramirez. Santiago Reyes. Steven Rodriguez. Violeta Rodriguez. Cristo Sanchez. Jose Miguel Sanchez. Aaron Tovar. Jamie Vasquez. And Janae West. These are 45 families who've been with us since 2013, and they deserve the loudest and greatest applause of today. And now, Mr. Tracy, back to you.
So we're gonna call it audible. We're gonna switch the game up a little bit. I originally had a poem that I was gonna read to you, but it's in your program and it's really, really hot. And it's not about what I say. It's about you guys, the 8th graders. So without further ado, we're actually gonna skip Mr. Tracy's part and we're gonna go on to the next part of the program, if that's okay with you guys. Don't share too much, I don't wanna hear that. So without further ado, Miss Montero, I'm gonna call you up to do the presentation.
I'm just gonna take that off because, and also I want everyone to be able to hear me. So I'm gonna be presenting everyone's diplomas. So very exciting. Woo! I'm gonna try not to cry. Okay. Yes, I see you, Stephen. Okay, can I have this first row where Miss Dussault is come up to the end? Oh, please stand first. Thanks, thanks, thanks. Yep, perfect, beautiful. Love it. And then trickle down to the start of the, yep, Stephen, starting with you.
Yeah.
Alrighty, here we go. Most important part. Okay. Stephen Adedire. Arian Aracena Gonzalez. Aiden Arango. John Mark Arias. Tavian Bantacane.
Yeah, Tavian.
Mayshawn Barrett.
Let's go, Mason. Let's go, Mason. Let's go.
You did it, baby girl. You did it. Andrea Bertrand.
Andrea, let's hear it.
Felina Boy.
Let's go, Felina. There you go, Dr. Boy.
Devin Burns.
Yeah, Devin.
Angelenis Cabrera. Kaylee Cabrera. Angel Calderon. Jasmine Carrascosa. John Carrillo. Ozell Collins. Emily Cortez. Josue Cosnalasco.
Yeah, Josue. Yeah, Josue.
Justin Davis. Zariane Dazume. Betsaida de Leon Ruiz. Theodore de Rosier. Albert Disla. Melvin Duncan. Michael Estacio.
Yeah, Michael.
Carlos Florencia Espinal. George Galicia. Adrian Garcia. James Gilbert.
Okay, James.
Emily Granda. Ezekiel Green. Rochelle Brulan. Paris Hayes. Jaden Hang. Jocelyn Hernandez. Kimberly Hernandez. David Herrera.
Let's go, David.
Ida Jang.
That's right, Z.
Oh yeah, wow.
Emmanuel Medina. Aiden Mena.
Yeah, Aiden. Excuse me.
Genesis Mondragon. Soraya Morales. Kevin Morales. Herman Morales. Valerie Morales. Darwin Mungia. Jaron Nunez. Emmanuel Obisanya.
Let's go, Emmanuel. Let's go, Emmanuel. I see you, Emmanuel.
Sean. Daniel Omomowo.
Okay, Daniel.
Shailene Osorio. Caleb Oyagoke.
Yeah, Caleb. Good, dude.
Kiara Pacheco.
Let's go, Kiara. Let's go, Kiara. Woo. All right. Say.
Giada Pagan.
Let's go, Kiara.
Alexandra Peleas.
All right, Alexandra.
Abel Perez.
Let's go, Mr. Abel. Let's go. Let's go.
Axel Polbat.
Yeah, Axel.
Antonio Pareca.
All right.
Alejandro Pozo. Aida Jang. Jordan Joannides.
Okay, Jordan.
Destiny Johnson.
Yeah.
Jordan Koo.
Let's go.
Jaylani Lee.
Jelani.
Congratulations. Tayshawn Lee.
Yeah, Tayshawn. Tayshawn. Yeah,
Diego
Tayshawn.
Lopez.
All right.
Jonathan Lopez.
There he is. Okay, Jonathan.
Jose Miguel Maldonado.
That's right. Woo. Let's go. Yeah.
Acacia Ma'am.
Okay, Keisha.
Abigail Martins, who is joining us online. Hey, Abby, congratulations. Jonathan Mata.
Hi, Jonathan.
Angelica Matias Moreno. Jason Mayancella. Aliana McAfee. Caitlin Ramirez. Kevin Restillo Padilla.
Okay, Kevin. Okay.
Camila Reyes. Santiago Reyes.
Go, Santi. Go, Santi.
Violetta Rodriguez. Steven Rodriguez. Genesee Rodriguez. Derek Rodriguez Ortiz.
Yeah, Derek.
Melvin Gustavo Rodriguez Rivera.
Let's go, Melvin. Let's go, Melvin.
Wilkin Roquez.
Let's go, Wilkin.
Isabella Ruiz.
Let's go, Isabella.
Damian Ruiz.
Okay, Damian.
Jose Miguel Sanchez.
Good dog.
Alexis Urizar.
Sweetie, can you move over here? Thank you.
We're good.
Johnny Sanchez. JDL Santiago, who is also joining us live. Congratulations, JDL. Nevaeh Stone. Jonathan Tebalan. Aaron Tovar. Joshua Tazak. Isabella Vargas. Andy Vargas Rodriguez. Jamie Vasquez. Hugo Vides.
Let's go, Hugo!
Janae West.
Yeah, Janae!
Joshua Torres Roca.
Let's go, Joshua! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go, Joshua! Yeah, John.
Amazing. Congratulations to the class of 2021. You all are graduating, going to ninth grade. Oh my God. Woo! Okay, stop there. I cannot litter. To make it official, you should take your tassel from the right and put it to the left, and you are officially graduated. Feel free to stand up, like, give yourself a round of applause.
Class of 2021. Ready? Please stand. Everybody, class of 2021, stop playing with me. We need 100% here. Right over here. If you have not already, put your tassel from the left to the right. My bad. Right to left is my first time. Right to left. Please make sure you know your left from your right, because I sure don't. Me and the Miss Almonte are going to join forces here. As we say, congratulations, class of 2021. So, students, everybody pause real quick. Can I have your attention? Everybody pause real quick. Can I have your attention? We have to make sure. I haven't had to do that over Zoom in a long time. Please make sure that students are going back inside with Dean Laracuente as you have to gather your things from inside.
We have your 5th grade letters to self, so thank you, Ms. Cujo, for bringing those. So make sure you find us to get that. Okay, Ms. Cujo, please join me in bringing students in. Parents, please wait on the field for your spouse to come back out.
Thank you so much, everybody, for coming and making this a grand event. Give it up for yourselves, everybody.